Hello, my name is Deborah Shyman, and when I was 5 years old, I was considered by the teachers to be educationally subnormal. The resulting IQ test showed, in fact, I was highly intelligent. As great as that sounds, what it meant is that I didn't get the support educationally that I needed, and I fell behind further educationally. At 10, I was sent to, with my brother, we were sent to a special needs boarding school. It was more because, oh, sorry, pause. Oh, um, I can't even pause. All the neighbours got a very noisy car. I don't know if it's picking up on the camera. Oh, just go away, drive away. Right, okay, so that's a cut. Right, okay. Where was I? So I was just being distracted by noise and I really don't know where I am. So I'll start again. At 5 years old, I was considered by the teachers to be educationally subnormal. I didn't get the support that I needed because when I was assessed, when I had to do the IQ test because of the label, it showed I was highly intelligent. So I didn't get the support I needed. I fell further back in my education and I'd left school, no O levels or anything like that. But at 10 years old, I went to a special needs school, and 12 another special needs school. It was more really because as an alternative to being taken into care. I'm not going to go into all that in the past. Where am I? God, oh, that car is really, car engine has really thrown me out. 12 special needs school. Yeah, so I left school without any qualifications. I've developed a lot though as an adult, and even though I went to special needs school, it wasn't picked up that I had Asperger syndrome. I wasn't diagnosed with Asperger syndrome until I was 38 years old. I'm 52 now. But I've developed a lot. It's great. I think I've done actually really very well. And I have a few interests that are maybe a little more than average interest. Like a teddy bear, for example. I had this teddy bear called Bearsac. Some of you may have heard of him. Bearsac, he is rather famous. He's met, about 180 famous people. And you imagine this, you're on a train and you see a woman, an adult, male or female, doesn't matter. You see a woman making her teddy bear talk to people. Or maybe the teddy bear talks to you. You might think that's a little crazy and you might you might tell your friends and family. In fact, this happened at least 7 times. This is mad. We're on a train and Bearsac was doing his thing, talking to people, and there'll be someone on the phone standing nearby me, and they say something like, "Oh, there's this crazy woman on the train making her teddy bear talk to people." And the person they're speaking to on their phone would have said something like, "Oh, ask if it's Bearsac," because then the person with the phone would rather sheepishly usually say, is that Bearsac? And I or Bearsac would say yes, and then they would like, yes. And the person on the phone they were speaking to would have said something like, "Oh, can I speak to Bearsac?" Because this happened 7 times at least. That person with the phone that was talking about the mad woman on the train with the teddy bear had to pass the phone over so Bearsac could talk to the person they were speaking to. That's mad, eh? Anyway, so what else? Yes, Bearsac is the featured teddy bear of the book Travels with My Teddy Bear. That's written by me. It was published originally in 2009. The publishers are no longer around and the book went out of print. However, I have revised that book. It's been heavily revised, and I published it so far as a Kindle this month. Well, I won't say this month because it won't be this month. Late after April. Yeah, so I published it on the 18th of April 2019 on Kindle. So you can go and have a look at my website, bearsac.com, Bearsac. I'll put a link down there. I see people doing this down there stuff. And I'm doing it now down there. I'll put a link down there. That sounds a bit rude, doesn't it? Anyway, go have a look. The book is the subtitle, the title, as I say, is Travels with My Teddy Bear. The subtitle, which explains what the book's about, is Travelogues and Musings of a Woman with Asperger Syndrome and Her Teddy Bear. It covers our travels in Estonia, Latvia, Russia, Mongolia, China, Japan, Hungary, Croatia, Spain, Italy, Switzerland, Spain, America, Sri Lanka, Holland, Germany and Poland. Not in that order, that's the order I remember them. And it's about the travelogues. It's about my musings, bordering on rants, some of them, and a bit of Bearsac's musings. And it's also about Asperger syndrome, or at least how travel, the environment, all the horrible noises and other things that give me sensory overload, how they impact on me having Asperger syndrome. And there's a little few quirky bits in there. And it's for adults. I'm an adult, so I have an adult life. So there's not a lot of sex in there. I think there's probably only really one example of when I have sex. Adults. So it's not suitable for children, but it's not a naughty book. It's certainly not erotica, and it's definitely not that grey one, the 50 Shades. No, it's not like that. No. It's not like the Tales of O, the story of O. It's nothing like that. No, it's just. No, I had sex on one time when I was with my boyfriend on one of the trips. My boyfriend at that time on one of the trips. Otherwise, it's me travelling alone with my teddy bear, Bearsac. This is mad. I'm not used to doing this. I used to do videos with Bearsac, but it wasn't. It was more Bearsac being featured. And someone else, if it was me featured, it used to be someone else filming. But I feel really silly just sitting here in front of the computer with this camera and the motorbike going past on mopeds now. It's horrible moped sound. I think I'll have to keep all these bits in here. Maybe I won't edit. Go and